think I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna rebuild this whole studio. We've talked about this enough, but it's got to be done now. It's mostly on Alana and Tracy and Ty and everybody else is supposed to do their jobs. But gonna say, guys, I'm here. I show up for you guys every single week, and I give my best. Just letting you guys know. Thank you, Heidi. She knows. She understands. She understands my struggles. She's here with me. She's here in the trenches. You know, I don't think Tracy and Alana or Sai have ever felt this feeling of what it's like to be deep down here in the trenches and feel this pain and confusion, this disillusion of these bright lights and the poor audio quality and the blurred background, the pain. So, what's up, Nick? Nick, I have a birthday present coming out for you. I tested it multiple times because I wanted it to be cool. So, you better be fucking pumped, Hoyer. Alana, thank you for showing up. Shouldn't you be out having brunch right now, Alana? Alana, shouldn't you be basking in the swamps of Florida somewhere? I'm confused why you'd be attending your computer like this. I am confused. You know, you should be at brunch. Yeah. Yeah, I'll post Nick's birthday present. We should probably get you something that's actual physical, but it lasts forever, what we're creating for you. I just have to make sure I tested it multiple times. I actually have to text Tracy right now before I forget. And Alana, even though, because I know that they're not at brunch right now because they're on the show. Dude, Alana, aren't you guys... Shouldn't you guys be at like some kind of resort right now? What's going on? I'm doing this for you, Hoyer. Yeah. Whose jock is Hunter munching? That's inappropriate. You fucking dick. That's fairly inappropriate. Hey, man, any recommendations on gloves? I sweat a lot. Go to roxu.com. Roxu Gear. Are you guys actually going to Disney right now, Alana? I don't know what it's like if you guys own a company, but employees are like children. They're always delinquent. What's up, dude? I love Malta. So some of the things I wanted to talk about today, I haven't been able to really get into the most important things that I think about all day long because we've been all over the place. But recently, a woman set the female marathon world record. And then recently, Ironman World Championships happened. So I kind of went in and tried to find some of these Strava things. I'm still looking. Patrick. Let me get this up. I was so excited for you guys that I kind of didn't finish my job. Okay. What's up? So I actually posted about this in the house training group because this guy, Patrick Lang, 38 years old, just came in, won his third Ironman world title. Now, I'll show you guys some stuff. We're going to get into the weeds right now. I thought Ryland's recent interview, I don't know. I don't really listen to a lot of High Rocks shit. It's a bit boring. It's a bit dull, if you know what I mean. What was I just trying to do for you guys? Fuck. You got me confused. Ethan, why don't you tell me what goes on in the podcast and I'll give you my 2 cents. I want the cliff notes. I'm not going to be paying attention to the whole thing. But basically, it's a secret. I'm confused on what's going on in these world records right now, but Christian Blumenfeld fucking blew it. So did Gustav Eden. I just bought their book, Norwegian, not their book. So let's just start with some drama right from the top. There's this new book out, The Norwegian Method. By the way, like, I love writing and reading. I'm just letting you guys know right now, you probably don't need to get this book. It doesn't have any real substantial information. Why is this all fucking blurred out? Like, I've read every book under the sun, and I cannot figure out what the fuck this book is supposed to tell you, other than you just bought a book and basically read a history book on the Norwegians, and you get so little information about the actual training and like the advancements in science or anything that you want to get as an athlete. And what the fuck? Like, I didn't get anything from it. I've read about 70% of the book, and it's not anything that I haven't read before, and it's not anything that like you can really properly apply. They just keep on trying to tell you that their method works. So let's just type in this then. Christian. Actually, I'm going to go to Instagram. So this is the guy that they hem and haw about all the time, and is supposed to be basically the flag bearer for their methods. This guy named Christian Blumenfeld. I'm sure you guys have probably heard me talk about him. Now, I don't know. I can't go back. I forgot to find the link to it, but what I said was going to happen to this guy is exactly what happened to this guy. I said he was going to go too intense in the heat. He's not going to be able to sustain, and he's going to blow chunks. So this is exactly what happened to him. I don't know if you guys notice, but he's just throwing up all over the bike. Now, based off of this book, the guy on the cover, he should have won the thing. And then the other guy who is supposed to be their world champion, who they reference in the book a lot, this little honky tonk man, I don't even know what the hell happened to him. He didn't do well at all. And I'm not talking shit. So the guy who ended up winning, boom, Patrick Lang. So this dude right here set the course record. He won the third one. No one was talking about him. But if you go back to this article that came out, let's see here. It came out. Let me go back. Don't go goodbye. It came out way ahead of time. Okay, May 28th. So this is like 6 months ahead of the world title. They do an article on him. And homeboy literally goes out there, clocks off the marathon course record and the course record overall for the event. Now, everybody basically was like down and out on this guy. Nobody gave a shit. Everybody cared more about this guy or this guy. But some things that I've been saying to you guys about loading up extra on carbohydrates, boom, I did the math and was lacking 30 to 40 grams per hour. So I aim for 110 to 120 grams an hour. I've been telling you guys this a lot. No one's been listening. Run technique, aka me working with Rich Diaz all the time. Run technique at all costs. I've been saying this to you guys. Bam. What's the other thing I've been saying to you guys? You do not need to train in carbon shoes. What's Hunter been doing at the beginning of this season? No carbon plated shoes. Guys, I've been lighting you up with the good stuff for a while. Nobody's listening. Nobody. Not even none of you guys. I bet you guys are all wearing carbon plated shoes right now. Listen, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. You guys have been ignoring me, and I was trying to say it, and almost everything that I said has come true. So, what are you going to say about that? I'm about a gallon of Builder in this morning. I don't know what you guys are doing. Heidi's not wearing anything right now. Very responsible, Heidi. But I've been telling you guys. So the guy just came in and dominated everybody. If you guys really want to get into the weeds here, I won't tell you what shoes I'm training in. What do you think? This is free information town? Let's see if we got the marathon. How do I find that? It seems like he doesn't want to share it. Oh. This is him winning. Look at these clips, dude. 5:36, 5:43. Getting lazy around the 8-mile mark. Pretty lazy. Oh, what's that? Why don't you have some fun? Do whatever you want between 3 and 16. Then he gets back on it, 17. Really lazy in this grip right here. 5:38 at the end, polishing it off. But letting you guys know right now, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. And if you want to know the shoes he was in, nobody seems to be wearing Pumas in the Ironman game. Now, I don't know if it's because Puma's not invested there. I don't know what's going on. A lot of Adidas, Clouds, Nikes, Brooks. But listen, just letting you guys know, I've been trying to share some of the most bomb information of all time with you guys, and it seems like nobody's listening. Let's go back into the questions. So, do you race in carbon plated shoes? Yeah, I race in carbon plated shoes. But 2022, the last time anyone set a world record on American soil was myself with a 56.16 or 54, 55, maybe it was 55, in non-carbon plated shoes. And I don't think anybody's raced in them in a really high level sense. And basically, I don't know. I think you should still race in the things. They're definitely, I mean, he talks about it in that article that it's a guaranteed soup up. It's guaranteed. And kind of getting yawny over here. It's definitely a huge soup up because you get free energy out of it. The next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about, which is the Chicago world record, which seems suspicious, a little suspicious. Everybody should race in carbon plated shoes when it comes to racing. Saucony, I don't know anything about it. Never really was a Saucony guy. I used to run their trail shoes way back when. Drinking Hydro and a USA Speedo. Nice. If you guys aren't drinking Hydro, you're weak. Just saying. Strength X2 pre-power. I bathe in the stuff. This is a really interesting thing. There's a guy I know very closely, and he did not want to take pre-power because he was like, I don't want to take any more carbohydrates. And I'm amazed by the people that train so much that don't know what carbohydrates really are. So just to give you guys a heads up, lactic acid is a byproduct, meaning the thing that is created from intense exercise. You train, your body metabolizes carbohydrates. It then creates lactic acid as a waste, and it fills up in your muscle and creates that burning sensation. Beta-alanine counteracts that buildup of lactic acid, so it allows you to sustain or higher outputs for longer. Now, this is a pretty fit person who's been in the fitness industry for a long time, had no clue, thought that basically beta alanine was more carbohydrates. You can also read on the back and show that it has no carbohydrates, but it is interesting how many people don't know that. It's interesting how many people don't understand like supplements in general, but people will buy the fuck out of them. Like, I'll give you guys an explanation. I'm getting my sauna done right now. It's going to be done on the other side of this wall. Let's just say we did the math on these things. They come out to $10,000. Now, that's expensive for sure. For sure. But as far as dropping inflammation and then also having another response, which saunas does, which is basically the equivalent of like zone 1 training, mildly elevated heart rate and circulation of blood flow without having to do any kind of movement. It's a benefit. That's why they've shown that people tend to have better heart health and live longer because they sauna, because it basically is like zone 1 cardio just for sitting in the thing for like half an hour to 45 minutes. And if you go into where the fuck is that book? If you go into this, oh no. What just happened? Well, whatever. In this Norwegian method book, they talk about the importance of just spending most of your time in that very low zone. Now, you've got those two abilities. And the only other thing that can drop inflammation besides using ice baths, saunas, things like PMF mats, things like that, is supplementation. And you'd have to take, I say this all the time to people, like when it comes to breaking down inflammation via supplements, you have to take so much that the scoop per value is almost always in such a negative ratio for you guys that you just don't want to do it. Nobody should do it. I mean, I remember when I was sponsored by a CBD company, I think that guy's got a CBD company. They were trying to peddle these like 10 to 20 milligram gummies. I was taking 200 to 250 milligrams a night because that was the only way to really get a response that was valuable. And you got to be careful. So supplementation wise, you're not going to find very many things that are like super over the edge valuable as far as moving the needle. So just be careful what you get yourself into. How much performance benefit would you attribute to beta alanine? I mean, there's two ways to look at it. One is when you're trained up on it, it is very valuable. They're showing 10 to 15% potential if you're a really well-trained person, you've used it well, in the sustainability. So like if you were going to go out and do like, 100 wall balls and you get up towards that maximum range where you can only do 50, you could potentially do 55 to 57. So basically, that's very valuable. Those reps where you start to fail, it becomes very valuable. Secondly, you have to actually train on the stuff for a long period of time and load it up. Not long period of time, like 4 to 8 weeks before you start a race. Otherwise, you end up in this position where it's like you've gained the benefit, but you haven't trained your body at this new level to sustain. So there's a reason why when you start doing speed work, you get blisters on the bottom of your feet because your body is not used to having that much torque and pressure on the bottom of your feet at this level of pace. And it takes weeks for your body to start to build up that leathery bottom of your foot. It's one of these kind of things where you have to adjust to the new ability to sustain intensity. Science. Fucking science. Okay. I'm going to get rid of all this Iron Man shit because I told you guys the important things. You know what you need to know now. Even though these are solid articles. Oh, you guys are going to hate this. I mean, I love starting the day out with drama. So check this out. I'm going to share my screen. This is the difference between male sports and female sports. I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, of course I'm going to say something. What do you guys think? I'm crazy? Okay, wait a second. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? This right here is the WNBA Chicago Sky Championship parade. Of course, it's frozen. Here's in the world. Okay, we're going to close down that window. Guys, this is now men. This right here is a 17-year-old guy throwing darts in a stadium full of dudes. This is a full-blown eruption of thousands of men watching a man throw darts into a small circle. It's just the difference, guys. I don't listen. I mean, if I was in Chicago, I might have shown up that parade. I may have. But you fucking better well know that if this was anywhere in my vicinity, I'd be at that dart show watching this dude spike the board, chucking beers with the boys, living our best life. Look how pumped this guy is. Chuck the beer right there. I mean, they all got their phones out. Everybody's pumped. I can't figure it out still. It's on you guys for not supporting. You chicks need to show up for your friends. It's overlay? Shut up, Trish. Better get some new glasses. Did Fikowski retire? Oh, man. Did Fikowski retire? You know what we saw? So we did Battle Bunker this weekend, the Hypercon games, and we had the guy who won the CrossFit games, and we had Brent Fikowski reach out and say that they were both going to interested in competing. That's what Austin told me on the Instagram. I mean, that's pretty dope. We crush it at the Hypercon games this year. I don't know if you guys saw, but Instagram, Hypercon games, hybrid. I can't spell. You guys missed out on all this action. Faith, girls wrestling, dudes wrestling. Preston's a beast. Adam, gotta love him. It was savage. We'll have more content coming out this week because all the videos and edits are coming up. But it was fucking beastly. You go to the CrossFit Games page. Let's go to CrossFit Games page. Fucking boring as shit. Yeah. I'm falling asleep, guys. I better close this page down before I crash. Oh, I wasn't even presenting. Whoops. Yeah, that was Catalina. Dude, I was saying, so we have the mass wrestling thing. I might just take that down into central LA and get the bums to fight for it. Throw out cash, offer money. No one's going to get hurt. It's just mass wrestling. And I'm just saying, it's pretty dope. Okay. So this is where I'm going to get into the weeds here. You guys know that the marathon world record was set in Chicago by that guy who ended up passing away. And then the marathon world record for females was just set in Chicago this last couple weekends. So look at this for a second. I try to figure this out, why everyone's going to Chicago now and setting the records. And I don't know if it's because of like the bonuses or something. But here are the two courses. Berlin looks like it's 933 feet over 26 miles. You know, looks pretty even. And then all of a sudden you get to one point where it gets to just like a 1% grade. Not even. It's nothing crazy. And then you go to Chicago and It's about the same. Supposedly there's a couple hundred feet, but it's not noticeable enough over that time. And this is October 9th, and this is, where the hell is the details on this? September 24th. So it's a difference in 10 days. So this is the next thing you want to look at. Berlin temperature. September. Okay, so we got this right here, 67.51. Okay. So Chicago's even hotter than Berlin. So that doesn't mean that it's better to run. You'd actually kind of want to be in this Berlin temperature. So I can't figure out for the life of me why the heck these people are all going to this marathon and setting world records. Okay, let's see here. Female. Boom. This is the chick who won. Suspicious, if you ask me. Let's go back. Let's look at some of these record times. Okay, so back in the day, pretty slow, guys. Not going to lie. A little disappointed. 250s. Psh. 1908. Johnny Hayes. What the hell is going on here? Is this male or female? Oh, these are dudes. My bad, guys. My bad. Okay, here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this block of distance right here. Maybe ladies should have been training. Violet Piercy, legend. Let's get down here. 2002. And then I think super shoes were introduced right around here. So Paula Radcliffe, the Savage, 12 years untouchable. Next thing you know, super shoes come in. Paula Radcliffe's things gone. Then Bridget, she stole it up next, snatched it up 2 years later. Now, I want to know what happened. London Marathon. I don't know why these guys did it like this, but Berlin's always the one where everybody sets the world records, unless you get like a bonus. But this girl, dude, dropped the time by 7 minutes. They're waiting to see if it's ratified. They're just saying suspicious. A little bit suspicious. This one right here, 2011, same year. See, Berlin, they did it right there. I don't know what's going on here with this 2016, why this is different. Sometimes these courses are like out and backs and they have different kinds of records, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Everybody switched their courses and this time dropped like massively. So my confusion is something's either going on with that course. Something's either going on with bonuses. Like there might be some underlying thing where all of a sudden these guys are all just getting like top secret bonuses to crush it. I feel like there's a humongous battle in the super shoe game right now because they basically took super shoes, put them up on the shelf where they were, if you look at a super shoe, let's just go to the Alpha Flies. I know they're supposed to be expensive. Fly, Nike. So let's go here. Enhance. Share screen. What's up? Drop it down. Alpha Flies, 285. New Adidas. 360. Jesus. Okay. Oh, 349 Puma. I think these got banned. 660? What the fuck is going on? So it's my belief that all of a sudden they basically told these guys and girls, we've got this battle of super shoes going on right now, and we want people to basically buy our super shoes, and we'll give you ludicrous bonuses. I'm sure you've seen how big the contracts have gotten, like baseball, soccer, football, all that shit. Now it's just trickling down. And by the way, look at this. Iron Man World Championship cash prize. Dude, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Continue, you fuck. Okay. What these football players make in a day is what the fittest Ironman athlete in the world gets if they win. God, these ads suck. Hyrox doesn't start until 4th place over here. It used to be down here in 15th place. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Guys, I'm just saying we might be in a simulation. I'm trying to figure this out. Wear Crocs to set marathon records? That'd be dope. Just curious, what would you say your daily average activity calories you burn, Hunt? Forgot my watch. It's charging right now, but I don't know, 3,000 to 4,000 calories. Today's a big day. Like I should be getting out there and tearing up 5 by 3 minutes. And then I'll be tearing up 5 by 3 minutes. And then from there, I'll do strength training with high intensity intervals. So it's a lot for daddy. That's a steal. They have motors in them? Probably. Dude at our gym was doing Zombieland CrossFit workout and Alpha Flies the other day. What's Zombieland? You've turned me on. What is it? 800-meter run, 50 deadlifts at 200, 50 swings, 50 box jumps, 50 wall balls, 50 overhead lunges, 800-meter run. That's decent. That's decent. Right eye drooping. You're not recovered. Are you sure? I also don't think you guys understand. My camera's over here, and I look at this screen. We haven't quite figured out how we want to handle that. But thank you for saying that my eyes are droopy, you cross-eyed POS. Savon isn't live yet, so I guess I'll hang out here. Kenneth, why don't you get a job and stop watching people live? Probably a trash man who got kicked out of the fucking union because you're a bum. How's that feel? How's that feel? Bet you that hurt a little bit. Okay. Fly me out to train with you? Teach you how to handle a big sandbag? Augustus, you're the least fit person I've ever seen. Okay. Guys, we're going to go into some of the things that I found in sport recently that just get me excited. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, this is a great one. Check this out. This is such a great one. You guys know how I've always said that the jiu-jitsu guys are such pussies. So this is a judo versus jiu-jitsu. Judo in the white, jiu-jitsu in the blue. We got black belts. You guys can see the black belts around the waist. Now, jiu-jitsu guys think that they're so good because they can fucking twist your wrist or your ankle, I guess if they get it. But that's all built on the idea that they get a hold of your ankle and that you want to get on the ground with these people. Well, just don't do that and do what this judo guy is about to do. The really talented fighter. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, how'd that feel? That's a free Six Flags ride. He took you for a fucking ride. That judo guy destroys this jiu-jitsu guy. Jiu-jitsu is not a sport It is a It is a pastime for men that have gone over the hill for real fighting sports and don't want to go home and spend time with their families and need to work out their mild aggressions. And they don't want to play big, tough, manly sports. You guys want to see it again? I've just said it so many times. It's a fucking hobby. It is. It is. It's a real hobby. If it was such a great sport, it would be in the Olympics like wrestling or judo is. But it's not. Because guess what? Olympics, they put the sports in that matter. Oh, so sorry. I just need you guys to see that again. Oh, this is interesting. This guy is a BMX athlete. This is just crazy. Now, BMX is another Olympic sport. I think this guy named Connor held the gold for us in the United States for a while. But, I mean, look at the advancements that these guys are doing and the kind of training that they're using to make sure that their athletes are tough. And these guys have to get out of the blocks sprinting. Otherwise, they lose position on the track. So they have to be super powerful. Like that Connor guy, he trained out of, I think, Thousand Oaks or Moore Park. He could squat tons of plates. He was a freaking savage. Pretty crazy sport to have in the Olympics, I'll admit. But, hey, man, if there's a gold on the line, people with a lot of talent are going to show up. And then also the best trainers in the world are going to get there and start working with them. But I thought that was some sick science and stuff that you could see. Also, guess what? That's a wrestling sport. You're not going to see that in jiu-jitsu because they're pansies. They're pansies. Wow. Guess what, dude? Everybody rides bicycles, you dumb clock boy. Everybody does. So why not make it a competitive sport? Oh, wait. It is a competitive sport. You dumb. I don't know if Hyrox will make it to the Olympics. It just takes a lot of time. Oh, yeah. Let's go. What else we got in here? Oh, this is one about testosterone. That's a longer conversation. But this is sick. This young kid, one of the best in the United States, whooping on everybody and non-spikes. What's his name? Quincy. I love that shit. Look at that. No spikes, tooling on people. Running form looks like shit, but still a beast. That's another conversation for Mike Jordan. These are two kind of just drama pieces. God, I love table tennis. You know what I'm getting for Christmas? A table tennis board. And what am I going to do? Play for hours. I used to do this all the time. And then I grew up. My life's gotten so boring. This is something that I'm going to try to bring together in Crestline if I can pull it off. Or maybe Mount Baldy, a VK. We don't have any VKs in the United States, but this is another one of these kind of sports that's just so brutal. 5 people on Earth have run sub 30. That's insane. That's like running a sub 205 or maybe even like a 203 marathon. No, I don't ignore the comment section. Jan Clark, you bum. You should tip me, though, for being here and being such a bum, because I'm going to have to clean the streets after you showed up, you greasy bum. How's that feel, Jan Clark? And also, I'm not going to just respond to every single time someone has something to say. Little Gert. These are all Savants people. Bums. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. You guys know. Look at this. Track and field fight. Skinny boys, too. I think they're on the same team, it looks like. You know I would do the same thing. Look at this. Oh, headbutt. Classic move. That used to be my move in college. And I was fucking good at it. We need more of this. You know? We need more of this. Dude, a table tennis body is a sexy body. There's curves on that thing. You wouldn't know anything about it. My ass cheeks, you put a little paddle in my hand, I turn with these ass cheeks, you're coming across with velocity. Oh, not going to lie. This is why people probably don't watch the WNBA. Watch this play right here. You don't see this in the WNBA. Okay? Watch the beauty and grace here. Oh, behind the back. Homie gets it. He doesn't have to travel either, like the WNBA. He's up in the air. Oh, what's that? He doesn't take the hoop shot. He's behind the back. Oh, another homie. So that's a triple touch and probably the equivalence of 2 seconds worth of action. $2 tip. I will spend that on pepper spray to get the rest of these bums out of the crowd. But as I said, if the WNBA decides, did you guys see the videos of them talking about like the last 10 minutes of the game and how many misses they had? It was terrible. Like it was one of these kind of things where if they took 20 shots and they made 3. This is beauty. This is beauty. This is sport. Look at all the homies getting involved. Everybody's a part of this. Like, guys, I'm just somebody who loves sports and wants to talk about them. I was not there on the court getting in their way, making anything. I'm telling you guys the truth. Oh, look at this. Oh, what? Look at this. Out of the line, taking him out. Guys, this is what sports all about. I'm sure you guys saw. I mean, when you see a lot on the line here and you see some aggression, this is what we're here to watch. We want to see a lot on the line. And look at this guy breaking out of the line. Here we go, going. Curve left. Boom. Boom. Why don't you pick your shit up? Where is it? This is awesome. This is also why you're not going to get this in the ladies softball game. Look at these homies from the Yankees tearing it the fuck up. By the way, I watched. Ah, damn it, my mic's cutting out. Sorry. I got to get a new mic, guys. I watched the last game of the World Series, and it's Yankees, you suck. Like that one idiot who didn't go out there and get that far ball that was right up against the mats. He just slowed down and let it hit. He was a bum. You know, if you make it to the World Series, you got to go into the wall, above the wall, like this guy right here, into the wall and above the wall. You don't slow the fuck down. And then whoever the fuck is dumping the money into these pitchers for the Yankees deserves to be shot. You need to line these pitchers up and shoot them too. They sucked. I think the guy threw like fucking 13 balls. I was just amazed. I am sick and tired of the amount of money that these ball players get for how shitty they were. It was like watching like Team GB in the Euro Cup just get annihilated by Spain. They just were getting paid so much money to suck. To suck. These guys are bums. What I want to talk about. I do like this. Is Trish crying? Sorry, Trish. This guy right here is the undefeated boxer. And I'm not going to lie, I do all the same training for High Rocks. I don't know if you guys know this, but I spend 90% of my time with my ball in my hand, just chucking it. Yeah, you guys see me in the backyard doing this kind of shit. No big deal. No big deal. So, what's that? Undefeated boxer and hunter train the exact same? Kind of crazy. What? Sniffing toilet paper? What? Who has time to type these things? Oh, also, another person who gets paid way too much money to suck. Chris Froome got a $5 million per season contract, and he just blows. That's much like the Yankees pitchers. So, just letting you guys know, I've been researching a lot of this stuff. And I've been outwardly confused about what's going on with the sports world and how these contracts keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the teams seem to be getting shittier. The athletes seem to be getting shittier. The gear seems to be getting more expensive. And I can't tell if the athletes are getting better. I think the gear is just getting, well, that's not nice, clock guy. Of course he does. That's his whole job because he's a cyclist. You dick. You guys don't know anything about sports science. You guys are just a bunch of hecklers. I do want to see what Trish looks like in real life. Yeah. I wonder if any of these guys are doping. I mean, they're not doing a great job trying to catch them. They're not doing a great job. Let's see. When's the Rogue Invitational? 2024. They're going to Scotland. A little bit interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Scotland in November, but it's dog shit. What do we got here? The world's strongest man. You know who's kind of a bum? Is the guy, Mitch Hooper. I really like the guy, but now he's just as part of this like vicious cancel drama culture. I don't get it. Like, I want you to compete, but why you got to attack everybody and be so dramatic? You know who I miss? Martins. Martins was a gangster. Martins was a big ass savage, just rip people to shreds. And like, I miss studs. Like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but just a lot of complaining these days. Immediately when we got, like, a big part of what we provide at HyperCon games is intense and risky and wild competition without the attitude. Unplug the fucking attitude. You're just a dude or a chick working out. And if you got a bitchy attitude, don't come because it's going to get nasty. And I'm the person who's fucking hitting the gas pedal. I'm getting worse. And we like people that want to be there to compete, not people that want to critique and complain. The guy Preston who won, I never heard him say one thing the whole weekend. He just kept on showing up and crushing it. That dude is just made of piss and vinegar and nitrous. And he is going to crush people. If he decides to really get into the game, whatever he decides, CrossFit, more hybrid stuff, he'll be dangerous. But the people that complain are usually the people that break down. Yeah. But let's see here. Competitors. I'm gonna present screen. As you guys know, I like to do. And we're going to look through these competitors, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Jeff Adler. He pulled out of the CrossFit Games, I get for certain reasons, but if I had to guess, mentally checked out. So my money's on Vellner. I always like BKG. Jason's been killing it. I love my boy Chandler, but he's been quiet lately, so I don't know what he's up to. And Ricky's always good. Brent, being that it's his last time, maybe he's going to make a big push. Nobody else in there is tickling my fancy. Women, now that Laura and Tia are there, I'm watching this. I think this event's probably better for Laura because it tends to have bigger movements. But I want to see Tia put some dirt on this girl, bury her a little bit. So DB, Gabrielle, I don't think any of these other top three girls are going to kill it that much. I always like Alex Gazan. Brooke, if she wants to push it, she's got it. Emily seems like she's always good. Haley's definitely going to do good. I don't know about, I mean, Spiegel always shows up because it's the bigger movements, like I said. Strongman, Mitch, I can't vote for you because you got a bad attitude, dude. I like this Evan Singleton guy. Look at the size of his arms. Ukrainians are always savage. Pavlo. God, we don't really have anybody that cool. You know, you want the Stoltmans to do well. We don't have any that cool. Like, dude, if you go back to World's Strongest Man, like, this is the kind of shit that you want to see. I don't know if you guys can see this right now, but this is what you want to see. This guy was British, but these guys are just savages. These are the real savages. The guys today are just big. I don't think they're as athletic, nearly as athletic as these guys. It's just a totally different sport. This is a man. That's a real man. The guys today, since Martins, haven't seen a badass like this before. This used to be such a fucking cool sport. Legends. I mean, I love Tommy. I hope Tommy's been training hard and just buries them. I love Sam Briggs. I love Kerry Pierce. Yeah. Yeah. Bridges would literally be ate alive by Tommy. Spieler's always a savage. So, I don't know. You guys got my votes. I would come home from partying all. Woo. We all turned on Laura. No one likes her anymore. What'd she do? What did she do? Dallin Pepper? You run fast. You swim faster than everybody. You don't have to worry about them, about the points because you'll be winning. That's the truth. US tax dollar paying for bros training? Watching old ESPN strongman videos? Yeah, dude. I mean, it's so sick. What did Laura Horvath do? What do you think of Matt Frazier doing High Rocks, and what is your prediction for his time? I don't know. I mean, he's probably going to be, without even trying, like a 65, 70-minute guy. This, she didn't do anything. Jan, seems like you got Laura Horvath posters in your bedroom, you puss. All right, guys, you know the deal. I got to get out of here. I got shit to do. I got to train. But this was a cool jock talk. A lot of you guys showed up. Good attitude. I liked it a lot. I did like it a lot. Laura and Gabby are gonna be in a boxing match. Sick. Jan is edging. That's true. That's true. Guys, I have to figure out this headset thing. If you guys want to check out what we're doing, I bet you what they're going to do is Matt Frazier is going to come in here. He's going to do one. And then somebody on his team is going to create a High Rocks program inside of it. Because I've been checking all of the companies out there. I've been checking all the companies out there that have to do with fitness. And every single one of them now has a hybrid High Rocks program. They all do. CrossFit, unfortunately, is and it's not even time to vote yet, you douche. But basically, it's dying, and now they're all going to come into High Rocks because it's growing like wildfire. So I bet you Nick Bare's company will have a High Rocks program, and like they're all building it up, which makes sense. I mean, why not? Why not just jump on top of that while you got the time? Make the money, the bread. So, guys, you know the deal. If you want to support house training, if you're looking for real training, not from bums, but from the champ, from the genius, the man who's been living in the trenches for a long time, And then basically, if anybody who votes early has just got their finger on the trigger, you pussy. You pussy. You're such a puss. I never met a pussy like Augustus. Of course, I don't vote. I'm not an idiot. Because there's people like you that I have to talk to about it because you're an idiot. And then, if you guys want to get really behind the scenes, we only drink Builder Sports products. The juice is worth the squeeze, baby. The juice is worth the squeeze. Guys, I had a good time. Not a great time, but a good time. I'll let you know when it's great. Thanks for tuning in. Over and out.